This video is going to be a reminder of how to type data into the graphing calculator and then get a regression equation. So we're going to take the data from the first model here. Now if you look at the question, it says use a graphing calculator to find an exponential model. So you're going to want to underline that, and we'll do this in a separate video doing all the writing out, but the exponential model is what you're then going to use to figure out the correct regression equation. So when you go to the calculator, like the other times, you're going to go to your stat and edit. If your lists have something in them, go up and hit clear and enter. You probably have stuff in list 1 and list 2. Remember to hit clear, enter. Do not delete the lists. And then we're going to enter in the data. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then on the other side, we're doing the number of trampolines that the store is selling in each year. So 12, 16, 25, 36, 50, 67, and 96. Make sure that the amount of data matches up in case you mistype something. Once you have all of that information entered, you can calculate. So we'll go to Stat again, Calc. Now, up till this point, we have done quadratic, cubic, quartic even, linear. We want to choose exponential because in the question it does say an exponential model. So we're going to select that one. Now depending on what comes up on your screen, some of you may be able to hit enter right away. I'm just going to keep hitting enter until it will calculate the information for me. And you're getting 2 pieces of information. I am going to be writing these on the worksheet in the second video. So you would put down for your equation 8.46 times 1.42 to the x. Then you can use that to come up with some information. Our second example is talking about atmospheric pressure. You're given the table. So a lot of times in a question like this, and when it comes to any standardized test, look at your table information, look for important formulas, and then go back and read it. You'll get a better idea of what's going on. So the sentence, use a graphing calculator to find a logarithmic model in the form a plus b ln p. So that model is going to be actually an ln. So it's really a natural logarithm model. And you'll see that when we go to select that on the calculator. That represents the data. And then later on, once we get that model, we will use it to estimate the pressure. So we're going to go back to the calculator and type in that data. So stat edit. Now we will have to go and clear these. And we'll type in the top row in the X column. It's important that you do type these in the order of the way the columns show up. So L1 should be either your left column or your top row. And L2 should be the right column or the Y column, so, or the bottom row in this case, 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25. So there's some decimals on here. It's always a good idea just to recheck, make sure that everything is typed in correctly, and we look good. So now when we go to Stat, Calc, the question will tell you which model to pick. So you don't have to worry about determining which one you're looking at, and I went right past it. It's actually the ln regression. It's right before the exponential. There is also a logistic model, but because it's asking for the logarithmic model with that form that has the ln in it, we're going to pick 9. Hit enter, go down. And if you pick the wrong one, you'll notice the formula that comes up will look different. So you'll know to go back and select something else. In this case, this is the formula that you're seeing in the problem. A little bit different in terms of letters. They have H here. and a p instead of the x, which is easily swapped out. So you can put in 0.86 minus 6.45 ln of p. Again, that'll be written down in a separate video where all the work will also be done on there.